Taurus Risings, your November 2020 does have a certain amount of relationship madness, kind of all over the place. If you are excited to dive into what the month of November holds in store for you, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. This video is also brought to you by my very own Astrology Academy, which is my foundational astrology course. This course is a comprehensive deep dive into the foundations of Western astrology. This includes history, philosophy, technical concepts, counseling considerations, and a step-by-step guide to reading a chart. I am so proud to finally be releasing this and have this open for enrollment for you all. I've already had several students run through and complete it in the past several weeks, and it's been a real joy to see people go from confused or misinformed into reading charts and going on this path informed and confident. So if you were interested in that, check that out down below. As well, I have free hour-long webinars that get you to start learning astrology if you're dipping your toe in or unsure about what astrology even means. Check out those free webinars down below. Everything is in the description. And if you have not already seen the November collective forecast that will be going out shortly after these, you can check that out and it will be linked down below as soon as it is ready. So if you are seeing this, maybe the November forecast is already out, the video will be down below. I always release it like a day or two after these individual forecasts. So if it's not out and you're here early, check back and check out the entire month of November ahead for the collective. Hi, I'm Maren. I am a professional astrologer, author, and philosophy student. I combine traditional Hellenistic astrological techniques with modern psychological counseling dynamics in order to provide grounded guidance. We start out on the 1st with the Sun in your Scorpio 7th house opposing Uranus in your Taurus 1st house. This is you being a wild card, being a breakthrough and erratic force, and that then being at odds with some relationship that you're in. This could be a romantic partner, any one-to-one close bond like a best friend or a really close business partner. You're doing something, you're going off the deep end, and the other party, so to speak, is, my bra is really tangled right now, ow. But this does indicate that you're doing something and maybe you need to do something that then opposes the interests of another party. So be prepared for that, do what you need to do, and don't be surprised if the other person is more shocked than maybe you are because you were prepared to like do your shit. On the 1st through the 7th, Mercury will be retrograde in Libra and squaring Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, or it'll be squaring more specifically Saturn in Capricorn. This is between your 6th and your 9th houses, so something that you're planning on getting with a coworker or even in terms of health, like something that you're planning on receiving benefit-wise might not be going according to plan due to some long-term travel or educational things in place. That something that's a long-term goal is hindering you from getting something that you would expect in terms of health or coworkers. Maybe you're going after a degree and that's taking a toll on your health and you're having to navigate that. I have a full video on this Mercury retrograde survival guide down below if you do want a little video on Mercury, or did I say Venus? I meant Mercury in Libra. Mercury in Libra, if you want a full video on that retrograde and like what it means and how to best navigate Mercury retrogrades, that video will be down below. On the 6th through the 19th, we have the exact Jupiter-Pluto conjunction in your Capricorn 9th house. So this is a year-long aspect, but it's going exact, and this has to do with the expansion of crisis in your 9th house, of long-term travel, of philosophy, of religion, of beliefs, of higher education. So this is kind of the final explosion of that crisis, and the final time that it is making itself very clear as something that will be hallmarking your life. Never again will you see this amount of emphasis in this area of your life as a challenge, so this is the final time of you grappling with what that is manifesting as. On the 9th, Venus in Libra will be opposing Mars in Aries between your 6th and your 12th houses. The 9th is a very exact day where I would recommend being careful with your physical and your mental health as it pertains to relationships. Whatever that means for you, be careful. There's a full video that I have on this Mars and Aries transit if you do want a rundown of this major player right now in the sky, because Mars is retrograde in your Aries 12th house, which is internal suffering and self-destructive habits. So that might be something that you are finding you're rethinking and reanalyzing. On the 15th, there's a new moon in your Scorpio 4th house, or Scorpio 7th house, excuse me. There's a full video on this Scorpio new moon down below. It's a paranoid, delusional new beginning, so it's definitely one that I would want you to watch the video on since it's happening in your 7th house of close bonds and of your one-to-one relationship partner. On the 15th through the 19th, Venus in your Libra 6th house is squaring Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in your Capricorn 9th house. This is further to that theme of trying to get something in your coworker or in your health dynamics in your life. Maybe you're injured, maybe you're hoping for some sort of money coming your way based on an injury, or even like receiving benefits from your coworkers. Maybe they owe you, and yet some larger plan is keeping you from being able to execute on that. So it's definitely a deterrent by the end of the month. On the 21st, the sun is entering your Sagittarius 8th house. So there's then a focus on the bonds that you share with other people, like finances, like deep secrets. That's going to be illuminated for the next few weeks to come. On the 21st, Venus is also entering Scorpio in your 7th house. So Venus is entering your 7th house of relationships, but Venus is in its exile in Scorpio because it rules your 1st house of Taurus. So Venus in Scorpio is exploring the depths, the intensity, and perhaps the discomfort that comes with the relationships. So I do see that you're going through the nitty-gritty of relationships right now, of what it really means to be entangled with someone and coming to terms with what sacrifices or depths you might have to explore. On the 27th, Venus in Scorpio in your 7th house is opposing Uranus and Taurus in your 1st house, further adding to the theme of you doing something rebellious or shocking or liberatory, and your partner being like, okay there, like maybe you are living your life, doing your thing. Maybe you're shocking a partner with what you expect in the relationship. But in either way, you are kind of the wild card that's shaking up the relationships this month. So, do what you need to do, and don't take it over the edge if you were just looking to make a statement there. On the 30th, there is a lunar eclipse in your Gemini 2nd house. So there's a full video on this lunar eclipse down below. Eclipses are not anything to mess with or plan to use their times to chill and to let up here. And this is happening in your 2nd house of finances. So this is going to be a big point of shifting in terms of letting go of something that might be outdated for the next 6 months here, and that will be a theme. But as you can see, big relationship shifts and changes based on you doing. How are you expecting this November to show up in your life? If you already know about some possible events, tell me in a comment down below. I would be interested to hear. So let's pull a tarot card for Taurus Risings and see what tarot card is coming up. Ooh, we have the Hanged Man reversed. So the Hanged Man upright generally deals with letting go, decreasing a chapter, and the Hanged Man reversed means, no, you're not getting out of this, you're gonna deal with it. So I think you might be staying in a relationship that you were considering leaving, whether it's romantic or business or a best friend, and you're like, I'm gonna stay, but I'm gonna do me. Now for a astrology card. So this is a new deck I have of astrology cards. Let's see what astrology concept is coming up for Taurus Risings. Retrograde, new perspective, introspection, reflect, think different. Yeah, again, the theme of thinking different, and with planets retrograde and with the theme of going back big time this month, rethinking. Maybe you don't leave, maybe you don't slam the door, maybe you just manifest you in a different way. If you did enjoy this and you would like to check out the Astrology Academy or any of my other course offerings, everything will be down below. As well, leave me a comment telling me what you're expecting and what you're excited about this month for you for November. Otherwise, like, subscribe, do all the things. Sending so much love, and I will see you in the next one.
But there is one thing you're all